Rick Barry said players like himself, Jerry West, and Oscar Robertson will all be much better in today's NBA. He said if you really understood the game and you really knew what the difference was between when we played and the guys playing here, we had nothing to help us. I didn't have an agility coach. I didn't have a dietitian. I didn't travel on charter planes. We didn't have whirlpools. We didn't have saunas, and we didn't have masseuses. He was basically saying it's ridiculous to think that if they had advanced technology, advanced medicine, advanced doctors, all the stuff that they have now versus when he came in the 60s and 70s, it's no question that the two guys plus himself that he named wouldn't have had better careers. And from one side, I look at it like this. You taking three guards from that era that was arguably top 5 guards of that time. Oscar Robertson came out the gate 30 points a game. I didn't realize him and Jerry West came in the same year. They came in the same year. Oscar Robertson came in 30 off the bat. Jerry West came in about 16, 17 a game. But his second year literally came in almost 31 points. I'm like, dude jumped from 17 to 31 in 1 year.
This is what I'm asking, though, because when he said we didn't have the dietitian and this, and that, what would that help?
Bro, come on, man. Back then, they didn't know, I need to eat this type of food, or I need to do this to stay in top-tier conditioning. All they knew was running up and down the court. They thought staying in shape was just just physical labor. They didn't know about the actual, okay, I need an actual diet plan and all this.
Them niggas played more games back then than now. So where's the advantage? That's what I'm saying. And then everybody in the era was dealing with the same.
How long was the average person's career back then?
I mean,
12 to 13 years, right? Steph Curry, he about to start his 15th season, 16th season this year, man. Mm-hmm. It don't even seem like
played 14 years.
Exactly.
Rick Barry played 14 years. What?
That's a little bit above the average of what people played back then. Just a tiny bit.
Man,
Wilt Chamberlain played like 13 years, man. And we're supposed to look at Wilt Chamberlain as one of the greatest athletes of all time. He only played 13 years. Bill Russell played 13 years.
Stephen Curry has played 882 games, 14 years. Rick Barry has played over 1,000. That's what I'm saying. I don't get why Rick Barry said this. And you can say it like this. Rick Barry wouldn't even translate today. I don't think that shit translating today. And we can watch some Rick Barry. Man, let's watch some Rick Barry. I'm sick of it. You be defending these niggas so much. I am sick of it. Let's watch some Rick Barry and see how much.
The only thing you can joke about Rick Barry is his free throw shooting.
That young man goes to this.
Look at this goddamn shit, man. How much is this translated to today? Because you can say whatever you want. Look at this. And he's complaining about dietitian. He don't benefit from being in that era.
You don't think he came back down on Steph Curry like that and pop the J from the elbow? You don't think he can do that all day?
He's going to be able to do all of this in today's era to get him the same or...
Man, I see Austin Reeves out there doing this same stuff.
And what do you think Austin Reeves' ceiling is, man? You think Austin Reeves will get you an MVP one day, like Rick Barry? Do you think Austin Reeves will get you a scoring title one day, like Rick Barry did? Rick Barry is complaining about the eras when Rick Barry is only great because of the era he played in.
Name me another player of Rick Barry's caliber in his era that did what Rick Barry did.
We are not talking about his caliber because he dominated
so why wasn't
his era because of his era, though. You can't. He's talking about an era that I don't think he could have translated in.
He just go back. He did a subtle move. Go back before that. Watch this next play. Do we not see that same move in today's era? This move was ahead of its time. That was not a normal move back then.
Somebody save me, man.
Come on, man.
He could shoot. I'm not saying he wouldn't be good, but I'm
saying he's showing you every type of shooting style that he could. He could do pull-up dribble. He can do back down. He can do off the dribble. He's literally breaking down in these highlights. It's literally showing. I'm not just a pure shooter. I'm actual scoring shooter. I can shoot from anywhere on the court. I'm an old school player. I'm not going to give you that many dribbles. So you're not even going to see the shot coming. You're going to be thinking, I'm about to try to dance with you. No, I'm already pulling up.
So how great will Rick Barry be today, Ray?
Man, he'll be a 20-plus point scorer. I don't care what you say.
Let me read off his accolades, and let me see if he's doing the same stuff.
Also, remember some of his All-NBAs because he went to ABA. He missed like 4 or 5 years of his prime playing ABA, so he don't got the All-NBAs. for some of those years that he would have had All NBA. Just to remind you on that.
So Rick Barry is a scoring champ, 1 scoring title. He got 12 All-Stars, 6 All-NBAs. He was a Rookie of the Year. He got a Finals MVP. I just don't see how much of this is translated to this era. How many of these accolades? Still champ. Like, come on, man. I don't know, bro. I don't think he wouldn't be trash, but he talking like he just was the most era translatable player in the goddamn world. I don't see why he just hates on the era that he wouldn't dominate in my opinion. That's my thing.
He was giving you 30 a game.
Rick Barry, ugly, underhanded free throw shooting.
Hey, he was making them.
So I think, man, every era got his flaws and got his strengths, man. Man, Rick Barry probably wouldn't have been the player if he had all the goddamn shit that they got now. He probably wouldn't have been the same type of player. I don't know, Ray. Same thing with Jerry West.
Who are you to say that they games will only go one way? How you know it wouldn't go the other way? How you know it wouldn't be better?
I don't know. That's a fair point. So you feel like Jerry West would have been a multiple-time MVP and did all that stuff too? Look at some Jerry West highlights, man.
Jerry West only got 1 Finals MVP. And how many MVPs he got? He got like what? 3 MVPs or 2?
Jerry West, this nigga don't even got an MVP. He got a Finals MVP in the year he lost. And then he got 5 all-defense teams, an assist champ, 14 time All-Star, scoring champ. His resume is not as great as you would think. But he damn sure in today's game not averaging no 27.
But Rick Barry said this. Jerry West always said he don't care about his all-time ranking. He always been reiterating that.
Let's cue the Jerry West highlights. And then I'm only doing this because it is some guys I think can translate. I'm just saying, I don't think it's Jerry West and goddamn Rick Barry.
Floater game. Finishing game. He was kind of quick. Tough shot making. Fadeaway game.
Ray, you so fake. You fake.
Bro, you're watching these highlights forgetting that this is the 60s. You trying to look for advanced dribbling. Like they didn't know that yet. Look at the quality of this video. They didn't know Kyrie handles yet.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. Can these players translate throughout the eras? And
yeah, you want to see some high flyers. You want to see some people jumping out the gym. That's what you want to see if they're going to translate their game. Dude ain't got no type of footwork.
Look at that. That's translating, though.
Man,
that first step.
That's Derrick Jones Jr. I guarantee you only gonna see highlighting. I guarantee you only gonna see high flying. You only gonna see high flying. You only gonna see high flying. That's all you're gonna see from David Thompson.
Look how old this footage is, but you know what can translate and what won't, though. That's what I'm saying.
Man, Jerry West was retired by the time these highlights came in.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not just gonna say shit go translate throughout the eras when I don't comfortably feel that way. That boy Jerry West, goddamn, what we saying? Jerry West could have been.
He's a shooter. A shooter can always translate.
So just because he's a shooter, he gonna automatically translate to 27 a game. Larry Bird, George Gervin would translate easily, in my opinion. Yeah, both 6'8" plus shooters. Jerry West fucking 6'3". Larry Bird, George Gervin, them some nice picks. MJ, my favorite player. But you would never consider him a three-point marksman. Today's modern three-point happy NBA game would drop. I think MJ would have developed a 3.
Even if he didn't, though, he was just, man, he's still just athletic, if not more athletic than today's NBA. And his mid-range game was still crazy.
I'm saying this, right? You don't see how David Thompson, you can just clearly see, like, some of the stuff he can do just will translate to the NBA today.
He going to be just dunking every game.
I'm just showcasing
I'm saying
what
when
I
you
feel
say
like it's translatable.
every time you try to translate Rick Barry and Jerry West, you always say, is he gonna be putting up 27 points a game? Is David Thompson gonna be putting up 27 points a game with these highlights you seeing? All he doing is dunking. I ain't seen not one jump shot. Did he have a jump shot?
I mean, David Thompson wasn't just I'm saying like David Thompson was a 5-time All-Star. He won Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-NBA. I can clearly see him doing that in today's era. He averaged 23 games.
Larry Nance Sr. You talking about some David Thompson, man.
We just talked about this, RC. Y'all think prime Magic Johnson translates seamlessly to today's NBA? Me personally, I do, because Magic Johnson wasn't trying to score. Like I feel like just like Josh Giddey is doing it now, that big point guard that can't really shoot, but his IQ and his size.
Look who you downsizing Magic to.
I'm not.
You talking about the greatest point guard of all time and comparing him to somebody who's a fourth option on his team right now.
I'm not downsizing him. I'm saying we still see how that size at that position with the lack of athleticism and shooting still can be valuable. Because your argument against Magic Johnson is like, man, he can't shoot. Oh, he wasn't this. He wasn't. But I'm saying with that size, with that basketball IQ, he still can do whatever. And I just use Josh Giddey as an example of a guy who is a lesser version of a Magic Johnson by like threefold, and he still can get it done on the NBA level.
So basically, you're gonna have a team full of shooters around Magic though for him to succeed in today's era.
Okay, you say the same thing about a Ja Morant or goddamn Ben Simmons when he was playing.
So what would Magic look like on the Charlotte Hornets?
You would have to build a team around him.
I'm saying, what would he look like? What would he look like going into this season if he was a rookie going into this season?
It would still work. They have a lot of shooters around them.
So they'd make the playoffs. Prime Magic Johnson with this current Charlotte Hornets team is a playoff team.
What the hell is you talking about? You still got to put a competent team around Magic.
But see, he got shooters around though. You put Prime Magic Johnson greatness with shooters, it should translate to winning.
Not with the fucking current Charlotte Hornets, man. Come on, bro.
Okay, create a team around him then. What team could he go to right now? And don't put him on a number one team in the league right now. Just find a random team. And he gonna go there and his game gonna just mesh with it. Mesh in today's game.
Utah Jazz. You go put him next to goddamn a scoring guard in Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler. Okay, but I'm saying that's a good. He would be able to start with Magic. He would be able to start with Magic.
Do you not remember what happened between Norm Nixon and Magic? Magic, they won a championship and Magic got him traded. Jordan Clarkson needs the ball too much. Magic don't like that. Magic want to run the show. So no, Jordan Clarkson would not work with Magic.
Man, how did Mike Conley, when he was running the point guard, had Utah damn near in the playoffs? They were so goddamn good. They had to trade every
Mike Conley is not Magic Johnson.
He's better. If Mike Conley could have them niggas as a playoff team before they traded the whole team, what do you think Magic Johnson doing with that team?
What I'm saying is Magic needs the ball in his hand to run the offense.
Okay, he can do that.
Jordan Clarkson needs the ball in his hand to score.
Right. They could fucking make it work. Magic Johnson's 6'9", and he fucking wants to get off the ball. He wants to put Jordan Clarkson in scoring situations.
You're saying things that you hope would happen. I'm saying things that Magic actually did in his career. He literally traded Norm Nixon, who was an all-star player, something Jordan Clarkson has never been. He traded him off the team after they won a finals. It was working. He still said, no, I don't like that. I want the ball in my hand all the time. I don't want to share the ball with Norm Nixon. Get him out of here. They traded him.
Put Magic on the Milwaukee Bucks. Put Magic on the goddamn Celtics. That sounds crazy. Put Magic on the Clippers. Put Magic on the goddamn Warriors. He would love to be on the Warriors.
Put him on the Suns.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, Magic Johnson is one of those people that can translate to this era. I don't see why not. 6'9" point guard. That's a true point.
But you see the teams we got to put him on?
Look at the team he was actually on, right? Like, what's we doing? We're not going to act like he above bid on the goddamn team.
He was drafted there, though. Like,
Okay, shit, it is what it is. His team still was stacked.
They was that stacked. Why I had to wait for him to get there for them to start winning?
Man, shit, you need the right pieces. We're not gonna act like his team wasn't stacked though, right? Magic want to pass the rock. Nowadays, all point guards want to shoot and shoot and shoot. A lot of shooting guards moonlight as point guards. We done seen Ben Simmons have a lot of success in the league. We done seen goddamn younger players like LaMelo, Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, they can shoot, in which Magic Johnson couldn't do. That traditional point guard, man, Andre Miller couldn't goddamn shoot. Like niggas that's traditional point guard, sometimes you can get away with them not being able to shoot, man. And they'll still make the team better. Magic Johnson still could come to the league right now and make the team better. Magic Johnson in this era is not trying to get you 20, 25 points. He's trying to get you to the goddamn finals. And I still think he can do that in today's era and still be a top point guard. You saying you transport Magic Johnson in his era right now, he wouldn't be a top 5 point guard?
See what I say earlier, we be taking people's already accomplished career and just putting in another era that they didn't ever play in.
Let a 6'9" true point guard like Magic Johnson be doing what he was doing in college, coming out in college. I'm still gonna have him top 5 on my board, man. Just like we had Anthony Black. Anthony Black is the same type of archetype as these big traditional point guards. Nigga went 5 overall. So where'd he go overall? I think Anthony Black like 6 to the Magic.
You compare, so you
that
saying
archetype.
you saying
where Josh Giddey go? What?
You saying Anthony Black is Magic?
Oh my God. See, you be trying to twist shit. I'm saying that archetype will always get you highly drafted. It always will get you highly touted. A 6'9" pass first 2-point guard will always be a highly touted thing in the NBA, man. What point guard that was a big point guard didn't get drafted in the top 10, man? Like, come on, Ray. You going out your way to diss a player that I know you highly respect. Magic Johnson could translate, man. You trying to do all this to defend Jerry West and Rick Barry?
I ain't saying anything else about them.
No, I'm saying Anthony Black was still highly touted because of his size, RC. He still is a highly touted prospect, and he still went so high in the draft because of his player archetype and his player build. Like, he that big, and he got that archetype in him. That's what made him get drafted so high. Same way with a Josh Giddey. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that what Anthony Black is and isn't go do. I'm just saying why he's so valued as a prospect. That's all. And he said, or he said up here, he said Penny Hardaway was like a similar version of Magic, and he did just fine until the injury.
He was more of a scorer, though.
That's fine. I'm just saying everything that Magic did made him great.
He was slowly, if anything, he was slowly ushering in that combo guard.
Pippen could shoot the 3, defense exceptional, hit the glass, play the post, run the point, pass the rock effect.
Yeah, I think his game could translate.
But he would still be in the same role he was when he was in Chicago. We seen Scottie Pippen couldn't be the best player on the championship team. I think he could translate, but it would be in the same role. Like, he's not getting no better or no worse coming to this era.
Scottie Pippen still showed that he was a great player, though, without Michael Jordan beside him. But like you said, he never could get to the finals, though.
Yeah, hey, like you said, it's levels to greatness. Certain guys, will translate. I feel like we don't even gotta say, but niggas like Hakeem, Kobe, Jordan, Shaq, we know they all translate into any era. It's when it becomes, maybe that's where I have the problem. And I think Rick Barry and Jerry West is one of the guys who was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe they could. And that's the problem. I want guys that you ain't got to question. And they're not two of those guys. And I just felt like Rick Barry shouldn't be coming out saying nothing because it's like, say, dog, I don't know what you would do today. You benefited from the era that you played in, and you was a great player. Why are you constantly coming out talking? It's like, shit, man, what more do you have to prove? You had a great career. I don't think your career would have been any better if we transported your old ass in this era. And that's just my whole point. But that's all. You don't feel any different? You still think Rick Barry would translate? The same Rick Barry? Be the same type of version of himself?
I think that's where the disconnect is. I don't think he'll be the exact same player. I still think he could be a solid player, though.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't think he could be the same player he was when you translating him through the eras, then that's when I'm questioning, like, why you always got something to say about the current era?
Man, get Rick Barry a dribble coach. That's the only thing he lacks on his offense. That's the only thing he lacking in today's game. But then again, Klay Thompson, Rick Barry probably be a great catch and shoot guy. And 2 dribbles here and there.
But Ray, that's what I'm saying. Klay Thompson ain't been an MVP. He ain't been a scoring champ.
No,
and you done had debates about him being not as good as goddamn.
No, I'm not saying he'll be on the same level as a Klay. I'm saying that if you give him, like, maybe he don't need the dribble over dribble like some of these guards is nowadays. He could just play his normal game. I may take 1 or 2 dribbles here or there. I may catch and shoot. I may do on the fast break. I may do a pull up jumper. His game could translate, and plus he was a more volume shooter than Klay. He was taking way more shots than Klay. So if you put it into that perspective, and he's still taking the same amount of shots on the team, where it's like, okay, Rick Barry, we need you to be number 1 option. You don't think he'll be putting up no 20, 25-point games?
Consistently, I don't. I don't think he'll be in MVP conversations today. I don't think he'll be in scoring title conversations today.
What's going to hold him back from averaging 20 points a game on a consistent basis?
The level of athletes he's going up against. Like, is he that great of a shooter?
It's one thing we're talking about the 2000s era, man. Today's game, how they play defense, come on now, man. You talking about all this athleticism. Like, the athleticism doesn't translate well enough for you to say, man, they defense.
So, okay, let me ask you this. You think Rick Barry is getting that on Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, on Paul George, Kawhi Leonard? Like, you got to be real. You got to be real here. You got to be real here. The wings of today, come on now.
First of all, Paul George.
OG Anunoby.
Paul George don't see the quarter. Probably going to shake Rick Barry's hand and go back to the bench. Street clothes.
So I'll be very interested to see how Rick Barry get 25 on a nigga like OG and on a nigga like Patrick Williams out there.
They're going to be looking Jones. For. Let me watch OG Anunoby how he guards people that's strictly catch and shoot guys, strictly take 1-2 dribbles, strictly when you looking for that. Oh, he trying to break me down. Oh, I can guard this versus somebody who take 1-2 and they pull up. You like, dang. I didn't realize they was going to do that. These guys, now, their mind is constructed to, these guys love to dribble. Rick Barry not about to dance with you.
Man, Rick Barry would be a Gordon Hayward level player.
Before the injury.
Okay.
Minus the athleticism.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Come on. All right, come on, Ray. That's a good player, but that shit wouldn't be the Rick Barry that we came to know. That's what
He's still a, man... You can't take away shooting, though. He's a bucket.
But just because you're a great shooter don't mean you will still have the same level of a career that you had in the past era just because you can shoot. That's what I'm saying.
Look at a Cal Korver taking 25 shots a game.
Stop it. Stop it.
What would Cal Korver look like if he took 10 more shots per game in his career?
I mean,
would he still be as efficient as a shooter as he was?
I think he was. I think he's an all-time shooter. I just think he missed out on this era. Cal Korver was a dude that missed out on this era. Like, you know, they would have the niggas.
What's different between him and Rick Barry?
Rick Barry is a former MVP and scoring champ.
But I'm saying, did Rick Barry miss out on this era too?
If you put him in a Cal Korver role, then he done lost, man.
No, I'm saying, did Rick Barry miss out on it? Because Rick Barry retired.
No, because Rick Barry, you miss out on the era when in your era you was a Finals MVP, a scoring champ, a steals champ, like a MVP. Like, he did everything.
Didn't he retire before they introduced the 3-point line?
He didn't shoot good from the 3-point line. He still didn't take a lot. So I'm not gonna give him that. He was a mid-range scorer. Because in the ABA, in his prime years, he steals 30% from the 3, 20%, 30%. And then when he got it in his last season, he steals 33%.
You notice the volume was going up, 3-point percentage was going up. You noticed that, right?
And when he was 27 years old in the ABA, he was taking 3 a game and shooting 30%.
Then he started taking 3 a game in his last year and shooting 33%.
Wow, all right, stop it, man. I'm trying to use that goddamn shit, man. Can we get to the all-time starting 5? Man, this boy is really defending Rick Barry and how he translates until today, man. No, I ain't going.
I just feel like, hey, I'm not saying his career.
He wouldn't have, but I'm saying but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, what about Oscar, man? Yeah, you just left Oscar out, man.
I think Oscar Robertson, he will translate a little bit better in Reed. I still think he'll be a perennial all-star, but I don't know. Let me look at some of Oscar's resume real quick. 12-time all-star, 6-time assist champ, 11-time all-NBA, and an MVP. Probably would have translated nicely. Still 6'5". Oh, 6'5", 205 point guard. Nah, that's translated. At point guard, 6'5", 205. Nigga, them point guards today, some of them ain't that big. I can see Oscar Robertson translating just purely off a physical standpoint in the position he plays. I'm saying Rick Barry, you got to look at Rick Barry's position. He's a wing, and this is a wing era, and he's not one of them type of wing. You know, that wing era gonna be hard to crack. But Oscar Robertson, 6'5", 6'5". 205 is 205 at point guard. That's a big boy. I think Oscar Robertson will translate a little bit better than Jerry West and Rick Barry. No offense to those guys and their greatness. It's just, everybody can't translate throughout the eras. Wilt Chamberlain could translate. Kareem could translate. Shaq, Elijah, Bird, Magic.
RC had asked earlier, Kobe. I was like, come on, man. If you played in the 2000s, more than likely your game gonna translate just fine. Especially if you was a top 10 player during that era.
But listen, the block don't teach expressing yourself. They tell you spread your wings, don't share your wealth. The poison mind of an adolescent is mad depressing. Nothing more dangerous than an empty mind in a crowded section. Don't come half-stepping.